Today, I'm going to show you 3 Chinese AI agents that are crushing everything we thought we knew about AI. These things are free, they're open source, and they're beating tools that cost thousands of dollars. One of them crashed from too much traffic in 24 hours, another one is making developers quit their paid subscriptions, and the third, well, it's so powerful that China had to shut it down. Let me show you what's really happening. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency, Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. Look, everyone's talking about ChatGPT and Claude, but while you're paying for those tools, China just dropped 3 AI agents that are completely changing the game, and I mean completely. The first one scored 65.8 on the hardest coding tests. The second one is beating tools that cost hundreds per month. And the third, it got so popular that invite codes were selling for thousands on the black market. But here's what nobody's telling you. There's a reason these tools are free. And once you understand why, you'll see why this changes everything for your business. Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below what you think about these Chinese AI agents. Let me start with the first one that's blowing minds. It's called Kimi K2. This is not your normal AI. This thing claims it can build anything: games, websites, apps, content, code, you name it. But here's the thing. Everyone talks about AI like it's magic, but nobody shows you the real tests, the failures, the stuff that actually works, and what doesn't. So I did something different. I gave Kimi K 7 real-world tests, hard tests, the kind of stuff you actually need to build a business, and I'm going to show you exactly what happened. Some of these results shocked me. Some made me laugh. And one of them made me realize why most people fail with AI. But before I show you these tests, let me tell you why this matters. See, most people waste hours trying to build stuff they can't build. They hire expensive developers, they struggle with code, they give up on their ideas. But what if I told you there's a way to build almost anything in minutes, not hours, not days, minutes? That's what Kimi K2 promises. But does it deliver? Let's find out. Test number 1. I wanted to see if it could build a real game, not some boring demo, a real addictive browser game that people would actually play. So I asked it to build an escape room game. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, full package. Theme was Escape the AI Lab. I wanted a timer, score counter, responsive design. The works. Here's what happened. It built the game, the code looked clean, it had all the features I asked for, but when I tested it, something weird happened. The game played itself, I'm not joking, the character moved on its own, the timer counted down, but I couldn't control anything. It was like watching a movie, not playing a game. This taught me something huge about AI. It can build the structure, it can write the code, but sometimes it misses the human part, the interaction, the fun. But here's the crazy part. The code was almost perfect. A good developer could fix this in 5 minutes. So even when AI fails, it gets you 90% there. Test number 2. I switched gears completely. Instead of code, I tested content creation. I asked it to pick a niche in travel or finance, create a full month content plan, titles, keywords, publishing schedule, everything needed to rank on Google. This is where Kimi K2 blew my mind. It picked vacation rental management, a super specific niche. Then it created a pillar post about complete guide to vacation rental management, 3 supporting articles, 5 social media posts, all with perfect keywords. The copywriting was on point. The strategy was solid. The publishing schedule made sense. This wasn't just content, this was a real business plan. In 10 minutes, it created what would take most people days. And the quality, better than most agencies charge thousands for. But wait, there's more. I had 6 more tests to go, and the next one was about to test something even harder. Test number 3, I wanted to see if it could build interactive AI, a GPT-powered chatbot that acts like a productivity coach, ask daily goals, suggest time blocks using Pomodoro method, track tasks, all front-end code plus UX explanation. The result? It built everything I asked for. Clean HTML, nice CSS, smart JavaScript, even explained the UX flow. But when I tried to test it, nothing worked. Not in preview mode, not in online compilers. The code looked perfect but ran like trash. This taught me something important. I can write code that looks right but doesn't work right. It understands syntax but misses the subtle bugs that break everything. But here's what's interesting. The structure was there, the logic was sound, the UX explanation was brilliant. A developer could take this and make it work in an hour. So even the failures gave me 80% of what I needed. That's still incredible value. Now, test number 4 got really interesting. I asked it to design a multiplayer trivia game, each round hosted by an AI character with different personalities. Game logic, character design, sample questions, friend challenges, plus how to build an MVP in React. The result was mixed. It gave me HTML instead of React. But the concept was solid. The character personalities were fun, the questions were good, the game logic made sense. It was like getting a rough draft of $1 million idea. Not perfect, but good enough to build on. And that's when I realized something. Inem as tukeletes erid menye krol sul. It's about speed to first draft, getting ideas out fast. Then humans make them perfect. Test number 5 was simple. Build a snake game in one HTML file. Arrow keys to move, red food to grow, die when hitting walls or itself. Green snake, red food, dark background. This one worked perfectly. The game ran smooth, controls were responsive, graphics looked good. It was actually fun to play. For basic coding tasks like this, Kimi K2 is incredible. Clean code, working game, 0 bugs. Done in seconds. But here's what I learned. Simple tasks get perfect results. Complex tasks get good starting points. The key is knowing which is which. Test number 6 was creative. Interactive text adventure using only HTML. Links to move between locations. Each room is a separate div. Players click to navigate. This worked beautifully. The story was engaging. The navigation was smooth. The HTML was clean. It felt like a real game. This proved AI excels at creative tasks with clear structure. Give it rules and boundaries, and it creates magic. But test number 7 was the most interesting. I asked for a 10x10 grid game world. Square blocks representing different terrain, grass, stone, water, clickable blocks that change terrain type, mobile-friendly design. It worked but was boring, functional but not fun. Perfect code but no soul. This taught me the biggest lesson. AI builds what you ask for, but it can't read your mind. It can't add the magic you didn't specify. So, what does this all mean? After testing Kimi K2 with 7 different builds, here's what I learned. First, AI is incredible at structure. It can build the foundation of almost anything: games, websites, apps, content plans. The bones are always good. Second, AI struggles with the human touch, the fun parts, the interactions, the edge cases, the stuff that makes things special. Third, simple tasks get perfect results. Complex tasks get great starting points. Know the difference, and you'll save tons of time. Fourth, AI shines at creative tasks with clear rules. Give it boundaries and watch it create magic. Fifth, even failures give you 80% of what you need. That's still incredible value. But here's the real secret. The people who win with I don't expect perfection, they expect speed. They use AI to get to first draft fast. Then they add the human touch. Think about it. Instead of starting from 0, you start from 80%. That's like having a head start in every race. Most people waste weeks trying to build stuff from scratch. Smart people use AI to build the foundation in minutes. Then they perfect it for you. I ran 5 brutal tests. Real-world stuff you'd actually use. And the winner might surprise you. Here's what I found. One AI won 4 out of 5 tests. Another AI only won 1 test. And the third AI, well, let's just say you might want to think twice before using it. But before I tell you the winner, let me show you exactly what I tested, because this isn't some fake comparison. This is real data, real results, and it could save you hours of wasted time. I tested 3 things that matter: content creation, game building, and real-world business tasks. The kind of stuff you actually need AI for, not some made-up nonsense. Test number 1 was copywriting. I asked each AI to write a viral Twitter thread. The topic was why most people fail at building an online business. I wanted hooks, I wanted engagement, I wanted something that would actually get clicks. Claude 4 went first, and wow, the copywriting was incredible. Strong hooks, clear value, each tweet could stand alone, the emojis were perfect, the call to action hit hard. This was content you'd actually want to share. Grok 4 came next. Different style, but still solid. The copywriting was good, really good, but something about Claude's approach just felt more natural, more engaging, more like something a human would write. Then came Kimi 2, good hook, decent content. But when you put it next to the other 2, it just didn't have that same punch, that same energy, that same wow factor. Round 1 winner, Claude 4th. But the race was just getting started. Test number 2 was YouTube scripts. I asked for a 60-second short about how AI is replacing content writers. I wanted it fast-paced, shocking, educational, with a killer hook in the first 3 seconds. This time, Grok 4 stepped up big time. The script was fire, great pacing, strong hook, clear educational value. You could actually see this going viral. The copywriting was on point, the structure was perfect. Claude 4 came second. Still good content, still valuable, but Grok just nailed the format better. Sometimes the right AI wins the right task, and for short-form video scripts, Grok killed it. Kimi 2 again came third. Not bad, but not amazing either. When you're competing against the best, good isn't enough. So after 2 tests, we had a tie, Claude won, Grok won, Kimi 0. But the real test was coming up. Test 3 was where things got interesting. I asked each AI to build an HTML game. Just click to collect coins. Simple, right? Wrong. This test separated the winners from the wannabes. Claude 4 absolutely crushed this. Clean design, working game, responsive layout, everything you'd want in a simple game. The user interface was beautiful, the functionality was perfect. This wasn't just code, this was craftsmanship. Kimi 2 tried hard. Moving coins, when you click them, that's actually a nice touch. Creative thinking, but the background was too simple. The overall experience wasn't quite there. Grok 4, super basic, like really basic. Just the bare minimum to call it a game. When you're comparing it to Claude's masterpiece, no contest. Claude takes the lead, 2 wins out of 3. But I wasn't done testing yet. Test 4 was the big one. Build a Minecraft-style game, but here's the catch. HTML only, no JavaScript. This was going to test creativity, problem-solving, real coding skills. Claude 4 didn't just win this test, it dominated. Beautiful interface, working gameplay, responsive design. You could actually play this thing and have fun. The mechanics worked, the design was clean, this was next level stuff. Grok 4 took forever to generate anything. When it finally did, the game mechanics weren't clear, half the stuff didn't work. For something that took so long to make, really disappointing. Kimi, oh boy, instead of making a game, it literally just generated HTML code and explained what the game would be. That's not a game, that's homework. If you ask for a game and get an explanation, that's a fail. 3 tests down, Claude 4 leading with 3 wins, Grok 4 with 1 win, Kimi 2 with 0. But I had one more test to really prove which AI was best. Test 5 was a choose-your-own-adventure game. Start in a dark forest, give players choices, create different paths and endings. HTML only, again, this tests storytelling plus coding skills. Once again, Claude 4 delivered, great interface, smooth gameplay, multiple story paths that actually made sense. You could spend real time playing this and enjoying it. The user experience was incredible. Grok 4 made something playable. But super simple interface. No real design, just text on a page. Functional, but not exciting. When you compare it to Claude's polished experience, no competition. Kimi 2 failed again. Another explanation instead of an actual game. If you can't deliver what someone asks for, you can't be the best AI. Simple as that. Final results? Claude 4 won 4 out of 5 tests. Grok 4 won 1 test. Kimi 2 won 0 tests. But on March 6th, 2025, a Chinese startup called Butterfly Effect dropped something that broke the internet. They called it Manus AI, and within 24 hours, their servers crashed from too much traffic. But here's where it gets wild. This isn't just another chatbot. This thing actually does your work for you, like really does it. While you're sleeping, it's writing reports, analyzing spreadsheets, and completing tasks that would take you hours. The head of product at Hugging Face called it the most impressive AI tool I've ever tried. Jack Dorsey, the guy who co-founded Twitter, started praising it. And, get this, invite codes were selling for thousands of dollars on the black market. But let me tell you what nobody else is talking about. There's some serious drama happening behind the scenes, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why this could change everything about how we work. First, let me show you what makes Manus so different. Most AI tools just give you text answers, you ask a question, you get words back, that's it. But Manus actually opens browsers, fills out forms, analyzes data, and creates full reports. It's like having a smart assistant that never sleeps and never needs breaks. And just recently, they dropped 2 massive updates that make this even more powerful. The first one is called Manus Slides. You can literally create presentations in 1 click. But here's the crazy part. You can also build websites and edit them step by step with their website editor, like having a content management system built right into the AI. Let me show you what's possible with the website editor. You can build a landing page for something like the AI Profit Boardroom. Not only does it create a beautiful landing page, but you can click edit mode and change the copy, change the colors, make headlines metallic, and it's all responsive on mobile too. It's like having Elementor on steroids but powered by AI. The second update is even crazier. It's called Manus Cloud Browser. You log in once to your platforms and Manus remembers everything. No more repeated logins, no more interruptions. You can access paid content, exclusive platforms, everything. Just enter a prompt, close the app, and it handles the rest. Here's how it works. You give it a task. Let's say you want to analyze the real estate market in New York. Instead of just telling you what it thinks, Manus actually goes to real estate websites, looks at current listings, checks price trends, and builds you a complete report with charts and data. And here's the crazy part. It shows you everything it's doing. There's this window called Manus's computer where you can watch it work. You see it opening websites, clicking buttons, reading pages. It's like watching someone work on your computer, but that someone is an AI that works at superhuman speed. But wait, there's more. This thing doesn't stop working when you close your laptop. It runs in the cloud, so you can give it a big research project, go to sleep, and wake up to a completed report in your inbox. Try doing that with ChatGPT. The team behind Manus proved this works by beating OpenAI's best tools in something called the Gaia benchmark. This is a test that measures how well AI can solve real-world problems. Humans score 92% on this test. GPT-4, with all its plugins, only scores 15%, but Manus, it crushed every level. Now here's what's really smart about how they built this. Manus isn't just one AI, it's actually multiple AI systems working together. They took Claude 3.5 Sonnet from Anthropic, which is amazing at coding. They combined it with Alibaba's Quen model, which is great at understanding tasks. Then they created specialized sub-agents for different jobs. So when you give Manus a complex task, it breaks it down. One sub-agent handles planning, another does research, another writes code if needed, another formats the final output. They all work together like a team, but at AI speed. And the results are insane. Let me show you some real examples from actual testing. With the website editor, you can build an SEO directory website that actually ranks #1 on Google for AI Profit Boardroom. That's a real keyword. The site has a proper CTA to book strategy sessions and everything. You can also build Mario-themed games, create AI content writer tools that run on API, and make multiple landing pages. All of this gets deployed on custom domains or their manus.space subdomain. And here's the crazy part. The design quality is actually better than manually built websites. For the slides feature, here's what's possible. You can say, build an amazing presentation about Manus AI agents taking over the world. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes and creates a fully animated presentation with floating elements, proper branding, and organized slides. You can download it as PDF or share via link. But here's what makes it even more powerful. You can set up presentation design preferences in the knowledge section. You tell it your brand colors, that you prefer modern sleek designs, and it remembers this for every future presentation. It's like having a personal design team that knows your brand. But here's where the story gets interesting. Remember, this came from China, and that's causing some serious waves in the AI world. See, everyone thought the US was dominating AI, OpenAI, Google, Microsoft. They're all American companies. But then DeepSeek shocked everyone by building GPT-4 level performance for a fraction of the cost. And now Manus is showing that China can build AI agents that actually outperform American tools. But here's what most people don't understand about this technology. It's not just about convenience, it's about fundamentally changing how work gets done. In Julian's agency, they don't have people doing design, coding, building, or deploying stuff anymore. The reason is simple. You can easily automate it in a few clicks using Manus, and it's done in a day. People don't get overwhelmed. You don't have to worry about managing someone or doing one-to-one catch-ups. You just automate most of the processes. It's amazing how few employers and companies are doing this. Manus is really good at designing, coding, building, deploying, and researching. You can build games, tools, apps, websites, presentations, pretty much anything you need. Right now, you probably spend hours every day on repetitive tasks, researching information, creating reports, analyzing data, scheduling meetings, managing emails. All of that could be automated with tools like Manus. But that also means major changes for jobs. If an AI can do research better than a junior analyst, what happens to entry-level research jobs? If it can create reports faster than a consultant, what happens to that industry? I'm not saying AI will replace everyone, but it will definitely change what humans focus on. The value will shift to strategy, creativity, and relationship building. The routine work will get automated. And that's why I think what's happening with Manus is so important. It's not just a cool new tool, it's a preview of the future of work. Now, you might be wondering, can you actually use Manus right now? The good news is that it's now available for everyone. It's no longer locked behind that exclusive waitlist where less than 1% of people got access. But here's the thing. Even when it was buggy and limited, people were still calling it revolutionary. Early users reported crashes during complex tasks, factual errors, and getting stuck in loops. But the core technology was so impressive that none of that mattered. The team has been working hard on improvements. They've added the slides feature, the cloud browser, better website editing tools, and more stable performance. You can now manage all your websites in one place, deploy to custom domains, and even set up private sites. The team is working on fixes, they're improving stability, they're adding new features. The slides feature now lets you create presentations that are fully animated and professional looking. The cloud browser eliminates the need for repeated logins, and the website editor gives you a full content management system inside the AI. You can also duplicate sections, copy images, switch to mobile responsive mode, and even restore previous versions if you mess something up. It's like having professional web development tools built directly into the AI. But the real question is, will they survive the regulatory pressure? Moving operations to Singapore helps, but it doesn't solve everything. If the US government decides this technology is a national security risk, they could still face restrictions. And that brings me to the bigger picture. We're entering an era where AI capabilities are advancing faster than regulations can keep up. Manus is just one example. There are probably dozens of similar projects in development right now. Some will come from the US, some from China, some from Europe, and they'll all push the boundaries of what's possible. The question is whether governments will try to control this technology or let it develop freely. ByteDance, the company behind TikTok, just open sourced their AI coding agent. This isn't some basic code helper. This is a full-blown AI engineer that lives in your terminal, and it's completely free. But here's the thing, before I show you why this could be a game changer, we need to talk about the elephant in the room. This is ByteDance we're dealing with, the company that collects data from billions of TikTok users. So we're going to dive deep into what this tool can do, but also what you need to know about privacy and security. Now, what makes this different from Claude Code? Well, Claude Code costs money, you need a subscription. But Trae Agent is MIT licensed, completely free. You can modify it, extend it, do whatever you want with it. And the crazy part, it's actually performing better than most paid alternatives. Let me show you the numbers. On SWE Bench Verified, that's basically the hardest test for AI coding agents. Trae Agent scored 71%. That puts it at number 1 when using Claude 3.7. To put that in perspective, most coding agents struggle to hit 50%. This thing is legitimately crushing it. So what exactly is Trae Agent? It's a command line tool that understands natural language. You tell it what you want in plain English, and it writes the code. But here's where it gets interesting. It doesn't just write code snippets. It can manage entire projects. It can run tests. It can debug issues. It can even commit changes to GitHub. The tool comes with 4 main components. First, there's the str replace editor. This lets it view, create, and modify files directly. Second, there's the bash tool. This runs shell commands and maintains persistent state. Third, there's sequential thinking. This is where it gets smart. It breaks down complex problems into smaller steps. And fourth, there's the task done tool. Simple but effective. But here's what makes this really powerful. It records everything, every decision, every tool call, every state transition. It saves this to what they call a trajectory file. So when something goes wrong, you can see exactly what happened. You can debug the AI's thought process. That's something most coding agents don't give you. The installation is simple. You clone the GitHub repo, run pip install, and you're good to go. It supports OpenAI, Anthropic, and other providers. You just need to set your API keys. The tool itself doesn't send your code to ByteDance. It uses your own API keys to talk to the AI providers. There are 2 main ways to use it. You can run single commands like trae run create a Python script, or you can use interactive mode, which is like having a conversation with the AI. It's similar to Claude Code in that way, but the interface is cleaner. And here's something cool. The tool is built for researchers and developers to modify. The code base is clean and modular. You can add your own tools, change the workflow, or conduct experiments. That's huge for the AI community. But let's talk about the real question. Is this better than Claude Code? Well, it depends. Claude Code is more polished. It has a better user experience. It streams responses in real time. Trae Agent doesn't stream. It updates the trajectory file as it works. But Trae Agent has some advantages. It's free, it's open source, it supports multiple AI providers, and it gives you complete control over the configuration. You can modify the system prompts, change the tools, or even add new capabilities. The performance is impressive. Now, let's address the big concern. This is ByteDance. They're a Chinese company. They've had issues with data privacy. TikTok has been banned in several countries over security concerns. So, should you be worried? Here's what I found. The Trae Agent tool itself is open source. You can read the code. It doesn't send your data to ByteDance. It uses your own API keys to talk to AI providers. But there's a difference between Trae Agent and Trae IDE. Trae IDE is their full editor. That's the one that looks like VS Code. And according to security researchers, the IDE does collect data. It sends information back to ByteDance servers. But Trae Agent is different. It's just a command line tool. It doesn't have the same telemetry. Still, you should be careful. If you're working on sensitive projects, you might want to use it in a sandboxed environment. Don't use it for classified work, and always read the privacy policy. But for most developers, especially those working on open source projects or personal projects, this could be a game changer. The fact that it's free and open source means you can experiment without worrying about subscription costs. And the trajectory recording feature is brilliant. You can see exactly how the AI solved each problem, you can learn from its approach, you can debug when things go wrong. That's educational value you don't get from other tools. The tool also supports multiple AI providers. You can use OpenAI, Anthropic, or even run local models through Ollama. That flexibility is important. You're not locked into one provider. Now I've been using AI coding tools for over a year. I've tried Cursor, Copilot, GitHub Copilot, and now Claude Code. Each has its strengths, but Trae Agent offers something unique. It's the first truly open source AI coding agent that performs at this level. The fact that ByteDance open sourced this is significant. They could have kept it proprietary, they could have charged for it, but they chose to share it with the community. That's either very generous or very strategic, probably both. The timing is interesting too. Claude Code just launched. Cursor is dominating the AI IDE space, but here comes ByteDance with a free alternative. They're clearly trying to build mindshare in the developer community, and it's working. The GitHub repo already has thousands of stars. Developers are contributing features. The community is growing. That's good for everyone. But let's be realistic. This is version 1.0. It's still in alpha. There are bugs. The documentation could be better. The user experience isn't as polished as paid alternatives, but for a free tool, it's impressive. The real question is sustainability. How long will ByteDance keep this free? Will they monetize it eventually? Will they add features that require payment? We don't know. But for now, it's completely free. I think this is part of a broader trend. AI coding tools are becoming commoditized. The barrier to entry is lowering. That's good for developers. More competition means better tools and lower prices. But it also means we need to be more careful about who we trust with our code. ByteDance isn't necessarily evil, but they're a Chinese company subject to Chinese laws. That creates potential risks. My recommendation, try it, experiment with it, see how it performs on your projects, but be smart about it. Don't use it for sensitive work. Always have backups and understand the privacy implications. The tool itself is solid, the performance is good, the trajectory recording is innovative, and the open source nature means it will only get better. The community will add features, fix bugs, and improve the user experience. This could be the start of a new era for AI coding tools. Free, open source, and community-driven. That's a powerful combination. But remember, tools are just tools. They don't replace good programming practices. They don't replace understanding. They're aids, not replacements. Use them wisely. The AI coding space is moving fast. New tools are launching every month. Features are improving rapidly. Prices are dropping. That's all good for developers. But it also means you need to stay informed, you need to understand the trade-offs, you need to choose the right tool for each project. Trae Agent is a solid addition to the toolkit. It's not perfect, but it's free, open source, and performs well. That's a combination that's hard to beat. The fact that it scored 71% on SWE Bench Verified is impressive. That's state-of-the-art performance. The fact that it's free makes it accessible to everyone. The fact that it's open source means it will improve over time. So, should you try it? If you're a developer, absolutely download it, test it, see how it works with your projects. But do it smart, understand the risks, take precautions, and always have a backup plan. The AI coding revolution is just getting started. Tools like Trae Agent are democratizing access to powerful AI capabilities. That's exciting, but it also means we need to be more thoughtful about how we use these tools. Privacy matters, security matters, understanding the trade-offs matters. Don't just use a tool because it's free. Use it because it's the right tool for the job. Trae Agent might be right for you or it might not, but it's worth understanding what's out there. The landscape is changing fast. Stay informed, stay curious, and always keep learning. The future of coding is collaborative, humans and AI working together. Tools like Trae Agent are making that future more accessible. That's worth celebrating, but let's celebrate responsibly. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you tried Trae Agent? What's your experience been? What other AI coding tools are you using? Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below. And if you're looking to scale your business and get more customers while saving hundreds of hours with AI automation, you need to check out my AI Profit Boardroom. It's the best place to learn how to use AI to grow your business. Also, if you want a free SEO strategy session, there's a link in the comments and description. We'll show you exactly how to get more organic traffic and leads. And if you want to see our full process, including over 100 different AI use cases, check out the AI Success Lab. The link is in the comments and description. You'll get access to all our training materials. Plus, you can see the checklist of 100 plus different tutorials we give away as freebies every day. The AI Success Lab has over 14,000 members, and they're all learning how to use AI to grow their businesses. You don't want to miss out on being part of something bigger than yourself. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more AI updates, and I'll see you in the next video.